The exact location and cause of the earthquake, despite its significance, the exact location and cause of the 365 earthquake are not known with certainty. Some scientists believe that the earthquake was caused by the movement of tectonic plates, while others believe that it was a result of volcanic activity. Number 1. The magnitude of the earthquake. The magnitude of the 365 earthquake is also a matter of debate. Some estimates place it at around magnitude 8, while others suggest that it may have been as high as magnitude 9. Number 2. The extent of the damage caused by the quake. The full extent of the damage caused by the 365 earthquake is not well documented, although it is known that the quake caused widespread destruction and resulted in thousands of fatalities. There is limited information about the exact number of buildings that were destroyed in the specific areas that were affected. And number 3. The impact of the earthquake on ancient societies. The impact of the 365 earthquake on ancient societies is not well understood, although it is known that the quake caused significant loss of life and property. There is limited information about how the societies in the region responded to the disaster and how it affected their long-term development. Number 4. The role of the earthquake in the historical record. Despite its significance, the 365 earthquake has received relatively little attention in the historical record. It is not widely discussed in the historical texts of the time, and many of the details surrounding it are still not well understood. This lack of information has contributed to the many unanswered questions surrounding this ancient disaster. The effect on local ecosystems and wildlife. There is limited information about the effect of the 365 earthquake on local ecosystems and wildlife. It is not known how the quake and its aftermath affected the balance of local ecosystems. Number 5. The role of earthquakes in shaping ancient myths and beliefs. The 365 earthquake occurred at a time when many ancient civilizations had strong beliefs in the power of the gods and the role of natural disasters in shaping their lives. It is not known to what extent the earthquake may have influenced these beliefs and contributed to the development of ancient myths. Number 6. The potential impact on trade and commerce. The 365 earthquake occurred at a time when trade and commerce were an important part of life in the eastern Mediterranean. It is not known to what extent the quake may have impacted these activities and how it may have influenced the region's economy in the years that followed. Number 7. The accuracy of contemporary accounts of the disaster. The accounts of the 365 earthquake that have been passed down through the ages are limited and potentially unreliable. It is not known how accurately these accounts reflect what actually happened during the earthquake and its aftermath. Number 8. The impact on the spread of knowledge and ideas. The Eastern Mediterranean was a hub of intellectual activity at the time of the 365 earthquake, and it is not known to what extent the quake may have impacted the exchange of ideas and knowledge in the region. Number 9. The role of earthquakes in shaping the physical landscape of the region. The 365 earthquake was a significant geological event that had the potential to shape the physical landscape of the Eastern Mediterranean. It is not known to what extent the quake may have altered the local geography and how this may have influenced the development of the region in the centuries that followed. Number 10. The response of local authorities and relief efforts. There is limited information about the response of local authorities and relief efforts in the aftermath of the 365 earthquake. It is not known how the local governments and communities responded to the disaster, and what measures were taken to help those affected by the quake. Number 11. The impact on the local infrastructure and transportation networks. The 365 earthquake had the potential to significantly damage the local infrastructure and transportation networks in the Eastern Mediterranean. It is not known to what extent these systems were affected by the quake, and how they were repaired and rebuilt in the aftermath of the disaster.